love, it's your girl Kiki Lee and welcome to my little corner of the internet. Today we're gonna do a very casual chit chat, get ready with me. I wanted to just have a little heart to heart, some intimacy on this channel. I've been posting on this channel and being very active, so I feel like it's the perfect time for you to get to know me a little bit better and also for me to be able to give something to you as well. So if you're younger than me, you're the same age, going through something, or even if you're older than me, like it's never not a great time to learn something new. So let's beat our face and have some girl chit chat tonight. So a little bit of what I kind of want to just talk about tonight. I'm gonna also just kind of do my glam while we're doing this. I'm going in with the NYX glue primer. I want to talk about motivation. If you guys see me looking down, I have a mirror right here. I want to talk about the importance of consistency and what I've learned through that, and a little bit kind of about like my own journey this past year from July to July. I just kind of was sitting in a moment of I was just kind of reminiscing on the year and just really honing in and having this moment of silence within myself. Like, wow, so many things are happening right now. And I never, not that I said I didn't think it would happen, but so much has changed, right? So we'll get into that. For my foundation, I've been getting darker every day. So I'm gonna use the Yummy Skin by Danessa Myricks. This is gonna be my foundation of the day. And I use the shade 14W. I'm just gonna do a little bit on the back of my hand, and honestly guys, I'm gonna go in really light with this. I'm gonna actually use my finger to apply this. This is pretty full coverage. This is that serum one. I love this foundation because it looks so beautiful. I just can't wear it every day because I will break out, but I just feel like I want a nice calm base, so I think this is perfect. So today is July 13th, 2025, as I'm recording this video, right? Hopefully it's up tonight. I try to get my weekly uploads at least twice a week. Who knows if I'll get this up by tonight, but I've really been trying to stay consistent. When I think about my life last year in July, I had so many things that I wanted to do, and I just felt like this fire within me, but I also felt really indulged in relationships, whether they were platonic or romantic, that I just felt like, I don't know, I kind of felt like I was always thinking about the future, but at the same time was very much lost, but I thought I was so on track, right? When I think about this time last year, I was dating, I had a different friend group, I was still on a high, I had went to Egypt for my birthday, and I was still just enjoying all of that. Fast forward, the summer kind of goes by, fast forward to the fall. The fall is kind of where everything really changed for me. How do I say this? I felt very intensely that it was time for me to take my faith a lot more serious. I always believed in God, but I never trusted fully. I never gave all of my trust, I think, like I do now at this point in my life. And I think that that's something that I should point out. I don't know who's watching this or who this may resonate with, but I always believed in God. I grew up in church. I always believed in God. Did I always trust him? He knows my heart. He knows the truth. The answer is no. And I think I didn't respect the role of Jesus at the capacity that I do now, right? So I was working a 9-to-5 job, okay? And it was cool. I was a manager. I was getting a decent pay. And I don't have any kids. And I really just had to worry about me, and that's it, right? But I just felt so unsatisfied. And every day when I woke up, I was like, I want to literally quit my job every single day. I'm gonna go in with the Kiss Full Cover Concealer and just do a little bit to brighten up slightly. But I just felt like this is not where my life could be. And anyone who knows me, like in person, I make music. I don't do it as much as I used to. Well, yeah, I just don't. I've kind of focused on beauty more nowadays. I don't know. I felt so accomplished in terms of my upbringing, being in K through 12, into college, and then, you know, once college is done, it kind of just goes like this until you find a career or figure yourself out. And at 24, it was just like, okay, a lot of my friends were having babies, a lot of my friends were getting married, and I'm just like, what am I gonna do? Am I even ready to be married? Am I even ready to have kids? And honestly, the answer was no. Like, the more I thought about it, I was like, I think I'm just like trying to rush myself into thinking that something, just like rushing in societal timelines, like being 24, 25, 26. Like, some of your friends are married, some of your friends are on their 4th kid, some of your friends are just getting their doctorate, some of your friends are literally just like at home, ain't did shit since high school. Like, it's really just interesting to see the dynamic. And I felt like I really didn't resonate with anyone around me in person, especially because I was just like, listen, I have these desires, I have these really big aspirations and goals, and I know very much I can achieve them because I know how far I've come in life, right? But at the end of the day, I also felt like I was comparing myself to others a lot, and not like, oh, like in a sadness way, but I was just like, what am I supposed to be doing at this time? Should I be buying a house? I don't want to buy a house. I don't even know where I want to live. Like, you know what I mean? So it was just a lot of just thoughts and feelings, and I just didn't know where I was, like, what I wanted to do with myself. I really didn't, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna take this Tower 28 powder and I'm gonna use it as a bronzer. So with that being said, I decided to really just stop living fully by my own discretion and the way I thought everything should be. And I had did my first fast, and I was surrounded by a few young ladies who really did change my life and allow me to understand spirituality at different capacities. Some was a more positive impact on my life than others. And I'll be honest, like, I kind of steered away from Jesus in a sense, but then I also had to kind of like tap back in, and my friend kind of brought me to life, and she did it in such a subtle way. And I'm just so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for my sister in Christ for that, because it really did make a difference. And she kind of just was like, you know, I don't know if you've ever tried to fast before. And I've seen people fast, but for reasons that I feel like, the reasons they were fasting, I feel like was to really just so that they gave something up, and it was like this showy thing, like, I gave this up, I gave this up. And I didn't grow up fasting. Like, that wasn't something in my household, that wasn't something that was like big, and it wasn't talked about. So for me, I was just like, no, I haven't tried it. So I remember I had seen this girl on TikTok, and she was wearing this shirt that I had just worn to the Kehlani concert that I went to in Charlotte. And I was like, oh my goodness, look at the girl got the same shirt on as me. And like, I felt like God was talking to me through the phone. It was like, literally, I quit my job. Do you hear? I got chicken popping in the background. She was like, my lights are all on, the TV's on. Do you guys see this? Like, God is taking care of me. So it makes you think that if you don't trust him, he's not gonna take care of you, and be obedient. And she was like fasting and praying, and she talked about the Esther fast. And I just felt so convicted in that moment that I was just like, okay. Next day I woke up, I just was like, journaling. That helped me so much. Prayed to God through my journal, fasted 3 days, read the book of Esther, fell in love with it, and just gave my life to God, and was just like, okay, I'm so talented. I've done all these things, but what does this mean? Like, what am I supposed to go with this? Like, growing up, it's like, oh, what can't you do? What can't Kiki do? And I get that till this day. Everything I try, I tend to be good at. And it's something where it can be a little confusing, because you can become very confident, and it can be sometimes detrimental. I never felt like I wasn't humble about things, but I just felt like being confident like that, it does mess with your ego, and being good at almost everything you try will mess with your ego. I'm just being a honey right now. And I try my best to always remain humble and to be respectful in everything I do. But I was just kind of confused. Like, I wasn't happy where I was in life. I'm the first person in my family to go to college right out of high school, 4-year institution, and to complete it, I finished school with high honors. I did my part, and sometimes I'm like, why did I go to college? Like, I don't always felt like I did it for myself. I felt like sometimes I did it for my parents, so they can be proud of something. I felt like sometimes I went to college because no one had did it yet, and I just felt like this is my only way out. And I'm so grateful that I did it, and I'm beyond blessed to be able to have gone to school, and with the scholarships that I had and the programs, like, I'm just grateful for that. And without school, I wouldn't be who I am today. And even if you don't go to school, and really dive into the academic portion, which is why you're really there. College is such a life lesson for you, and living on campus and going away, I was far from my family, and I think that's very important to mold you as a person. So I would say, like, if you're someone younger watching this and you're like debating, like, do I want to go to college? Is that something that I even think of doing? I'm telling you right now, forcing yourself to adapt to new backgrounds, economic statuses, religions, political views, just vocabulary that you ain't never heard a day in your life. I'm telling you right now, it makes you a better person. It makes you a more well-rounded person. The more well-traveled you are, I feel like the more understanding you are, and the more calm and oh God, I just poked myself in the eye. Oh, thank God I cut these nails down because I would have hurt. The more peaceful you are. Let me tell you guys, this is the Beach Please Magic Hour from Tower 28, the cream blush. I love this right now. I'm just kind of gonna do something with this right here. But like, I feel like going to college really did change my perspective on life, and I'm so grateful that I did it. But I just felt kind of like, okay, I did that. I moved away from home. I also did that. So I took the leap of faith. I felt so deeply in my soul that I was supposed to move, and I moved out of my state and I moved down south, and I just wanted to try something new. At least I tried it, right? I just feel like the whole point of this little chit chat, the talk I want to have with you, is really just to like try it. Like, it doesn't hurt to try. But I think where I'm at now on the other side of certain things is, don't just be doing stuff willy-nilly, right? Like, be intentional and make sure that it makes sense and it's within your path, right? So like, where I'm at now, I always was like, I was praying about it, and I just felt like I'm supposed to move. I don't think I should be here. I don't think I should be in this bubble in this city. And it's like, we're gonna not embrace where I'm from, right? But at the end of the day, every single time I go home to PA, and it's not often, but when I go home, it's like the same conversations are happening. The same people are like beefing with the same people. You just are stuck in this little population, and you start having kids and it's just like, I don't know, like, it just wasn't for me. And I feel like this happens anywhere. But if you leave your bubble, you see the world a whole lot more clear. And don't feel confused or left out or upset when people don't fully understand you, because what I had to learn, especially and going to therapy as well, I cannot expect people who haven't crossed the hedge to see what I'm seeing. You ain't crossed the hedge. So when I come back, like, hey, this is all that I've discovered, this is all that I've learned, this is all that I absorbed beyond this zip code, beyond this city, beyond my family, to come home and then just come from that voyage of learning, of wisdom, of discernment, to come home. Everybody is not gonna understand you, and it's something that I'm finally okay with. Like, you don't get it. The girls that get it, and the girls that don't. And that doesn't mean that anyone's less than but it's just like, I at one point was so trying to convince people to understand me. I was going blue in the face trying to get those around me that I genuinely cared about, hey, why don't you get me? How could they? They go where you went, you know what I'm saying? And I don't mean that like in a negative way. I say that genuinely, like, I just live for myself at this point. I say that because like, I'm living for myself, but like, I'm just doing whatever God's telling me to do, and I'm trying to be my best, and I'm trying to be obedient within that, hoping that I'm living up to what my purpose is, right? So after fasting, after asking God, like, what am I supposed to do, right? Is it this music stuff? Is it makeup? Is it content creation? Is it like, I just heard the loudest whisper. That's the first time I heard God. I don't think I ever heard God before. And it's just like, no, this is what you're supposed to do. The schooling, the jobs that I had, the years of high school of grinding, being like one of the it girls to do makeup in my city, like, it just all came together. The moving away, the having to figure it out on my own, the upbringing that I had, like the trials, the tribulations, it all came down to where I'm at now. And honestly, it's like, that all had to happen. And I know that sounds like, oh yeah, duh. No, it literally all has to happen for me to be where I'm at now. I tell you guys, I locked in. The first way I locked in was with my with my workout routine. I locked in so hard working out, and I stayed consistent on that, and I saw the weight fall off little by little. I was like 226, damn near 230 probably on a bad day with water retention. I kid you not. Right now at this moment, I'm like 172. Like on a fast, I've been the lowest I think was like 165 on a fast, but obviously you're not eating, so it's a little different. But like, I genuinely could not believe, like sometimes I look at that scale and I'm like, wow, like I look at pictures and I'm like, I don't know who that girl is. I really don't. But knowing the consistency that the gym brought me, I started to support that in other areas of my life. Okay, so I was consistent in the gym. Now let me be consistent, you know, when it comes to TikTok. So what was I doing? I was working my 9 to 5 every single day, wake up at the ass crack of dawn, go to the gym, stay consistent on that. I saw the fruits of that labor, kept going to the gym. I'm just putting the same concealer I did on my eyes on the lid here. Seeing the fruits of that labor, kept going to the gym. What would I do? Come home, record myself doing my makeup, go to my 9 to 5. And I did that every day. In between that, I did a fast. I went from 1,500 followers to 10K in like 4 days. I made a video that same weekend when I hit 10K. I hit 1 million views within like a week. I got accepted into the creator program. I just feel like, okay, God, this is what I'm supposed to do. But I had to keep on, and my friend was, you know, praying for me. She's like, girl, you gotta tarry on a little longer. And I was just like, wow, okay. And I remember sitting in the car with my one of my best friends, Andrea, and Hannah's always like, girl, tarry on. Like, we've always kind of like prayed together and talk about things. But Andrea was like here from London, and this is the Tower 28 same powder. I'm putting it on my eyes. We would just be in the car talking about like where we are, what we're doing. And I'm just like, girl, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening, but I just know something's going to happen. I would tell Hannah, like, I just know, like, I'm bigger than this. And it's not that I'm better than anybody, but I just know, like, I don't want to go back home, but I'm bigger than where I'm at. Like, I'm bigger than this little city here in North Carolina. Like, I'm bigger than what is happening right now, but I know this needs to happen. Sure enough, stayed consistent, worked my job all the way till March. TikTok just going crazy. Like, every time I open the app, I have like 3,000 new followers. It was so crazy to me. And I'm just like, okay, I need to still be consistent with YouTube. I'm forgetting about YouTube, but I kid you not, guys, by March, quit my job and full-time content creation. Is it scary? Intensely scary. It's a leap of faith that you gotta just trust God. I gotta trust my maker. And that was another fast. Did a 7-day fast. And it's like, you don't tell nobody when you're fasting. You just do it. You mind your business. You stay quiet. You stay prayed up. And I'm telling you guys, it's so blank behind me because I literally moved out of my apartment in 10 days. And to be able to level up to where I am, to be able to experience, I think I'm walking into a luxurious life, which is something I never experienced growing up. I'm always like, and it's crazy to think about because it's like, wow, look at the life that you're creating for yourself in the name of Jesus. Like, wow, like this is insane. I'm very grateful. I'm not perfect by any means necessary, but like, honestly, stay tapped in, stay 10 toes down. I don't want to make this the longest video in the world. I really don't. Let's do cool plunge right here on the lids with the same brush. I feel like I see what TikTok did for me and I see what working out did for me. And I look back and I'm like, wow, you just stayed consistent, keep going, all right? When it comes down to everything else, I see how faithful I was and God took me way beyond places I thought I would be, put me in rooms I didn't think I'd be in. And I'm so grateful for every opportunity, for every blessing. And like, ultimately, he's the author of tomorrow. So I'm not gonna be worried and I'm just excited for what's to come. So I say this as your big sister, lock into whatever you're gonna do. Pray about it. Be intentional about what you do. Decenter men from your life. Girl, I had a boyfriend since I was like 14. Decentered men, everything's been great. And it's like, not saying that I'm opposed to dating, but I like generally can care less about dating. I can care less about interacting with anybody on a level of, you know what I'm talking about, like, don't touch me, don't be around me. Like, I don't drink, I don't party like that. I went out like one time this year, literally, and that's it. I don't smoke. You know, that doesn't make me perfect, but it's just like, it doesn't serve me, so there's no point of doing it. This is a Bobbi Brown Pitch Black eyeliner. I'm just gonna kind of smoke it at the edge for like a little sultry look. But yeah, like it just doesn't serve me. I just don't see the point of doing that. It's not for everybody, but it's just something that I feel like I shouldn't be doing. It doesn't serve me, and that's all I can say. And you know, to each its own. People ask why. The answer is because, and that's it. I'm not about to explain myself. I was explaining myself a couple times when people would ask me, well, why don't you drink? Why don't you do this? Because I don't. And I think another thing I want to point out is like, let your yes be a firm yes and your no be a firm no. Something I struggled with. Depending on the topic, it was like, yeah, no, of course. Like, but no, now I'm very much doing better at like, as I'm getting older and the more in tune I am with God, the more sure I am of myself. Yeah, no, yes. And it's like, I don't have to explain myself. The answer is yes, or the answer is no, period. So I'm really happy with my growth on that part. I'm really happy with my ability to apologize and say sorry. And it's something that I didn't really think I struggled with, but you know, some people view you different than you view yourself. And obviously everybody can see a situation different than you do. But like at the end of the day, I'm also not gonna put myself in any type of like self-imprisonment. And I'm also not gonna beg until I'm blue in the face, because I'm not giving anybody that either. I don't care who you are. But I guess I could say like, just be mindful of your sister circle. When you tap in and when you really connect and figure out who you are, you're gonna lose friends. That's just what it is. You're gonna lose family members. That's just the game we're playing here. And people are not going to understand the change. People might not accept the change. But I kid you not, if you got that burning feeling in your gut and you and God figured it out, it's really not anybody else's business, because it's your walk and nobody else's. So when it comes to YouTube, here I am at 9:30 at night recording this video. Like I said, I'm in the middle of moving, and I'm excited to see like where my life is in another 5 to 6 months, because I am kind of recording little bits of like footage for like a moving out vlog, I guess you can say, if people are interested in it. But I just feel like it's important for people to really lock in and just keep going, because tomorrow turns into next week and turns into next month. And just start now. Like, why not? I've seen what consistency does for me on other apps, on other socials. So like with YouTube, I'm just building this page up as well, and I'm seeing nothing but consistent growth. This is a whole different ballgame. Like, you can't approach this like you approach TikTok or Instagram. But like, literally, since 4th of July, my Instagram is going out of nowhere. I'm like, yo, where are all these followers coming from? I posted a picture on 4th of July and the Instagram is like blowing up out of nowhere. I don't know what that's about, but that's fine with me. Like, I'm just kind of going with the flow, staying prayed up, and I'm just excited to see where life takes me. So like, I don't know who needs to hear this. I don't know if this even resonates with anybody. I'm really just chit-chatting, trying to have like a little intimate conversation with you, allowing you guys to kind of get to know me a little bit more, not as a creator, but like me as a person, because I'm really just a regular person. I think it's important to have a community and have open dialogue and talk about these things, and to just know like, not everybody's gonna get the plan, but that's okay, because it's your plan. It's not for everybody to understand. Just continue to put your best effort every single day. Don't assume anything, give your best. Like, your best might be 80%, but if you give 80 out of 80, you gave 100 that day. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited to see where this YouTube channel goes. I'm excited to see where TikTok continues to take me. I'm so blessed to be able to have this as my full-time job. Like, I'm really a content creator, and it's an amazing experience. Like, and it's not easy at all, but I'd rather be doing this than to be reporting to somebody, honey. I'll tell you that right now. This is the Colossal Bubble Mascara by Maybelline. Forgot to mention that. Simple glam, nothing crazy. I might put a little bit of powder under my eye just to kind of brighten up. I don't even know if I'm gonna do anything to my brows. I might just keep it really simple. Do like a little bit of brow gel. But I will definitely be doing like an apartment tour as I'm like decorating and stuff. And like I said, I'm gonna do like a little move out vlog. And I'm just excited to see like where life takes me. Well, I'm excited to see where God takes me. I can't express that enough. I really can't. I'm gonna do some of this Maybelline Fit Me powder here, kind of where like I would just usually bake a little bit. But if you guys have any questions, you know, if they're reasonable questions, I'd be happy to answer them. If this video is resonating with you, comment down below, like let me know how you're feeling. I hope that I could be of any assistance to anyone out there today. I also hope that if you're struggling with consistency, that you really just tap in, and it's not an option. Like there's a difference between being motivated and being consistent. Like people can talk about potential all day, motivation all day, but like you have to do the work. You just have to do it. There are days when I don't want to do anything. Honestly, I didn't want to do this video. I'm recording it at 9 at night because I'm moving and I'm packing and I keep thinking about, you know, things I need to cross off my list. I got something in my eye right here. Yeah, there's just like so many things that I want to cross off on my list and make sure I have done. And I'm like, oh my God. And I didn't even want to do this video, to be honest. So I'm like, oh, what can I do? Am I gonna do a tutorial? But like, you know what? Let me just be real. Let me just be myself. Ruby Kisses All Over Glow bronzer. Just kind of for a little something. But yeah, like, let me just come on here and be myself. This doesn't have to be perfect every time. And honestly, the more I become in tune with myself, the more I stop caring about society. And like, you have to kind of just play the game. Like, yeah, I'm here, I'm living, I'm a part of this. I'm on the internet here, but like, this really doesn't matter. This really doesn't matter because there's gonna come a time where this is done, right? There's gonna come a time when I can't take none of this with me. So like, I don't even get too caught up on things. Now I'm just like, you know what? Get on the camera and talk about how you feel. Somebody might need to hear this, and that's just kind of like where I'm at, you know? I'm gonna kind of just dust this everywhere because like I said, I have a tan. Let me just do some brow gel on my eyebrows, but that's it, that's all guys. I hope this makes sense. This video might be all over the place, but I'm excited for the move. I'm excited for, you know, any upcoming travels. I'm excited for new opportunities. I'm excited for just new relationships, new hobbies, new everything. I'm excited for what's to come next. And if I'm being completely honest and transparent, because that's really all I know how to be, I'm not scared and I'm not nervous. I just feel like this weird limbo feeling, but I trust God and I trust what's next. And I guess that's all that really matters, you know? I'm not perfect, guys, by any means necessary, but I definitely have lived doing what I thought was right. Doing what, you know, my family always said was the right thing to do, or listening to people who respectfully are not they're not where I want to be in life right now. And that's no shade, it's just the truth. Like, I'm not gonna ask how to be a millionaire to someone who's never made even $100,000 in a year. That doesn't make sense. So it's like, I'm not knocking you. I'm not saying you're not valuable because you don't know what you don't know, and everyone is an expert at something. You don't know what that might be from that person. But at the end of the day, like, I'm not gonna ask you something you don't know the answer to, respectfully. And if you don't know the answer, and you just kind of BS an answer to me, that's where discernment kicks in, and I gotta figure out, okay, what do I take from this conversation? So that's that. Let's finish off with some lips. I literally just had a little bit of lip balm on my lips. I'm gonna do like a simple lip combo here today. Some powder here, so we're all set. Some really simple makeup today, guys. I don't know if you guys like this lighting. I kind of switched it up a little bit, but I love my skin tan. I feel like I look prettiest with the tan. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this Absolute New York Maxi Plump Lip Liner. It's the Line Prime and Shape. This lip liner is definitely plumping because it does kind of burn in the beginning. This is the shade Walnut, but it glides on really pretty. You can instantly feel it tingling. And everything that I use, guys, I'll try to link down below too. Brushes and all. My camera started overheating, so I just turned it off for a second, but I went in with the Tower 28 lip gloss, and this is in the shade, it's a lip jelly and sesame. Really pretty lip. But the makeup is done. Something simple. It's just for us to do something together, girl. So I'm not just sitting here talking to you, doing nothing, just looking at the camera. That could be boring. I understand that. But thank you for spending a little bit of time with me today. I'm so grateful for you, girl. I'm proud of you. And I want you to know that the girl you used to be, don't stress. I used to get upset. I get upset sometimes when I look at pictures of myself before I lost my weight. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I made those decisions. Oh my God, I dated that man. Oh my God, I did this. Oh my God, I let this happen. Oh my God, I shouldn't have been here. I shouldn't have. That wouldn't have happened to me. This wouldn't have been bad. But honestly, I wouldn't be who I am today if that girl didn't get me here. So give her grace. Give yourself some grace. Appreciate where you're at right now. I'm sitting here in silence. Even though there's boxes everywhere and there's boxes over there and there's tools on the floor over there, girl, if I'm being honest. There's so much to be grateful for. I'm sitting here in silence. Silence. I'm safe. I made myself a pizza. I'm fed. All my bills are paid. My lights are on. My phone's good. My phone's charged. Like, I have all my fingers. I can see, I can smell, I can taste, I can hear. I'm beyond grateful for all the things that have happened. And even though they might not have happened exactly as I thought they would, God brought me here, and I'm so grateful, because when I think about everything I ever said I was gonna do, I did it. I said I was gonna beat teen pregnancy, I did it. I said I was gonna go to college, I did it, and went crazy, okay? I said I was gonna leave, I said I was gonna move out the state, I did it. I said I was gonna go out the country. My bucket list country, I went. That was my first place ever leaving the country. I went by myself. Like, I have become so independent. I have become so wise. My discernment has grown, and I'm nothing short of grateful. I feel so humbled and I feel honored, and I just want to remind you, like, when I think about 5-year-old me, when I think about 10-year-old me, 16-year-old me, 19-year-old me, 21-year-old me was going through it, yo. Like, me at 21 was so crazy in so many different ways. 21 to 23 was just like, whoo, crazy, honey. I kid you not. I think about this moment right now. It's 9:44 p.m. on Sunday, July 13th. I'm good. I'm good. I'm safe. Nobody can break me. Love the song. Is it The Mighty Name of Jesus? Hold on. In the Mighty Name. I don't know if you ever heard that song by Hope Darst. It's called In the Mighty Name. And my favorite part is, she says, I will not fear when the enemy is near, because on the doorframe of my life is the blood of Jesus Christ. I will not fear. There's an army of angels near, because I'm protected on both sides by the blood of Jesus Christ. Girl, that's all I need to hear. And I say that to myself every day. I say that out loud every day before I go to bed. I say that. Sometimes I play the song while I'm sleeping, but like, I'm telling you right now, you got this. You're good. Tap in. And if you don't believe in God, girl, he believe in you. It's okay. But at the end of the day, things will come in your time when you're ready and when it's supposed to happen. And everything that's yours will always be yours. It's just up to you to tap in and make sure you receive that. Thank you again for watching. I hope that this video did something for someone tonight, because it definitely did something for me. It really was, it allowed me to have even more gratitude and to take the time to be still, because I didn't want to make this video. I didn't want to go to the gym today. I didn't want to do a lot of things, but I'm happy that I did it. I love you, and I'm proud of you, and I'm grateful for you, and thank you to every single person who is supporting me. If it's not for you guys, I don't get to live like this. This YouTube channel is small right now. It's growing. My TikTok is bigger than me right now, and I'm so grateful for it. My Instagram is growing. Things are starting to catch up, and I'm just grateful for what's to come. And I wouldn't be where I'm at without my supporters and without all of y'all who are loving me, who never see me a day in your life. I thank you. I appreciate you, and I hope you have the best night ever. Thank you so much for your support and watching this video to the end. See you in the next one.